The following is a clip from my documentary, The Doors After Jim Morrison. If you want to see the full documentary, it's linked below. Paul Rothchild produced The Doors' first 5 studio records, as well as their live album Absolutely Live, and their compilation record 13. He was originally going to produce LA Woman as well, but he left the project early on. In any case, Paul Rothchild was instrumental in The Doors' success. He was close with Jim and was highly critical of An American Prayer. He considered An American Prayer disrespectful to Jim Morrison's legacy and integrity as an artist. The following is a quote from Paul Rothchild where he elaborates on why he opposes An American Prayer as strongly as he does. This quote is from an interview Paul did with journalist Blair Jackson on July 3, 1981, 10 years to the day of Jim Morrison's death. Quote, "I think anything that was done during Jim's lifetime that might have offended him would disappear in total insignificance compared to what I'm positive would have been his reaction to An American Prayer. That album is a rape of Jim Morrison. It was heavily edited. I have a tape of Jim reading most of the poetry in the style and meter that he intended. Jim and I discussed poetry a great deal. I got him to listen to poets like Dylan Thomas reading his own works, and Jim definitely got things out of it. Jim was always talking to me about the progress of words, their meter, their sequence, their flow. He was very concerned about how he presented his poetry. When I listen to that original tape, I hear something compelling. To Doors fans, and there are a few who've heard it, the poetry is chilling. To me, what was done on An American Prayer is the same as taking a Picasso and cutting it up into postage stamp-sized pieces, spreading it across a supermarket wall. All Jim's poetry has been cut into bits and spread across a long instrumental composition that is irrelevant. Jim never intended this kind of approach to be done with his poetry. When we went into the studio to record it, it was to get away from the Doors. In a way, it was his signal to the other Doors that he was moving away from them. He definitely wouldn't have used Doors music. He was talking to people as diverse as Lalo Schifrin, whom he wanted to write some very avant-garde classical music. He wanted it to be sparsely orchestrated. I think An American Prayer is rude. The Doors and Danny and me, anyone involved, should be concerned with preserving the integrity of the Doors' career and the memory of Jim. We should all tell the truth. An American Prayer was an embarrassment. It was the first commercial sellout of Jim Morrison. Jim would be humiliated by it as a sensitive person, and incensed by it as a poet. Damage is done, I'm afraid. Let's all hope that this sort of thing doesn't happen again, though, because it takes the Doors farther away from what they really were, one of the all-time great rock and roll bands, and the proof is already out there for everyone to see. We don't need any more convincing.